Hi guys, it's Slippery Jack, and welcome back to another vlog. Today, I'm gonna be doing another album review of another album that, well, I just hasn't really been a part of my life for very long, but I I recently got into it and I really wanted to review it. Moon Safari by Air. So if you don't know what who Air is, they're a French. It's hard to say if they're more rock or I would consider them more electronic. They use like a lot of uh, synthesizers. You remember my albums you must own. Uh, I said that I'm a very big Pink Floyd fan, and that's the reason why I love Air. They sound they sound a lot like Pink Floyd, but they still have that 90s electronica sound. And it's really good. And yeah, make sure you go check them out. They are an incredible band. Anyway, so let's get into the album. So, this is an album that I've never heard anyone say I don't like Moon Safari, cuz it's impossible to dislike this thing. I sure like it. There is another Air album that I do think tops it, and I will reveal that in a later video. But this is a close second. So it starts out with La Femme Déjà, which is it's the longest track on the album at about 7 or 8 minutes. And it just has like this repetitive bass line, and yeah, it's all about the bass. The the bass line is like incredibly catchy. It's groovy. I just love it. And then it's got like very soft drumming, but the drumming kind of falls into the background. It's more it's more about like the drums play a very small role in this album, to be honest. And and then eventually the keyboards start coming in. Well, it's got like the keyboards coming in already at the beginning when the bass comes in, and just adds so much color and flavor to it. And then the Pink Floyd-ish keyboards come in and making it sound like you're out in space. Incredible track. It's one of Air's best. The next one is kind of threw me off guard when I was first listening to this. Sexy Boy. So, if I really had to pick a least favorite track, I would probably pick this one, but that doesn't mean it's a bad track. When I first heard the album, I didn't really care for it that much. Uh it was just kind of weird hearing a voice just repeating "sexy boy." But then but it's actually quite a grower. It's grown on me quite a bit, and I found much more of an appreciation of it. I used to skip it every time I listened to it because it kind of ruins the mood of La Femme Déjà. But but I have to be in the mood to enjoy it. The rest of the album I can pretty much listen to in any mood and get a lot of enjoyment out of it no matter what. But Sexy Boy is more of a mood track. It kind of sounds a bit like something Muse would do, with kind of the big mechanical sounding bass. But yeah, once I uh not saying Muse is bad or anything, but yeah, it's this song is, yeah, okay. Sexy Boy is good. Just gonna get that out of the way. All I Need starts out with an acoustic guitar, but then later on they start adding more and more electronics, and eventually you can't even hear the acoustic guitar anymore, and you can only hear electronics, and yeah, you can only hear like the electronic bass and the Pink Floyd-ish keyboards. Kelly Watch the Stars. Now here's a good track. Excuse me. Kelly Watch the Stars has as a as like as a synth bass, not like Sexy Boy or Muse, but yeah, it doesn't. I don't. Does it have the? I can't remember if it's got the bass guitar kind of thing they were doing in La Femme Deja, but it's got like the vocoders saying the song's title, and it just it's I just instantly loved it. It sticks with you, and it just sounds so epic and triumphant, like you were the first man to go on the moon or something. Next one is Talisman. So this was the only song on the album that was actually predictable. I was able to predict the chord structure, but that doesn't mean it's a bad track. I very much enjoy it. I love the spacey sounds on it, and kind of a jazzy kind of style. Once again, one of the another laid back track. This album is pretty laid back through pretty much all of it. Remember was another track that kind of threw me off guard. I thought it was all right in the beginning, but it really grows on you. It's like another Sexy Boy or something. I like how it's got the vocoders again, as you heard in Kelly Watch the Stars, but it's got like a much more light and happy kind of mood. It sounds very romantic. You Make It Easy was kind of a strange turn. I get all of a sudden it goes, it's much more melancholic. Like even though the lyrics aren't sad, the lyrics are all positive. It's like just like a love song, but You Make It Easy is definitely the most melancholic sounding track on the album. The next track, Sematin La, I think that's how you pronounce it. I was sitting here with Google Translate for a long time trying to translate these titles. Ce matin là is French for morning, if you didn't already know. And it goes back to a happier mood with some brass instruments and some violins, and of course Air's usual style with the keyboards giving it their own flavor. A New Star in the Sky is this is an incredible track. It's one of the longer ones. I just can't describe the emotions it makes me feel. It feels kind of sad, but also hopeful at the same time. And like, I just can't describe it. You'll have to go listen to the song yourself. I don't know what to say. It's brilliant. I love it so much. Le Voyage De Penelope is the last track on the album. And yeah, it definitely does a good job summing it up. Once again, how do I describe this track? This is easily the most forgettable track on the album. I can never remember the tune to it. I just listened to it like a half hour ago, and but then I listened to like the first 3 songs on the album, and it's completely erased from my head. But yeah, I suppose it's a pretty good track. It kind of got like uh, once again, kind of slightly melancholic, but also kind of jazzy, I guess, at the same time. I can't remember the track at all. I can just kind of remember the emotion and the mood. But you know what? This actually might be my least favorite because I'm really feeling Sexy Boy right now. And yeah, I'm guessing I'm just gonna go with this as my least favorite. So overall, this album is a true classic. And I really think that you should go listen to it if you haven't. My favorite tracks is La Femme Déjà, which is French for, I believe, rich woman, silver woman. La Femme Déjà, Kelly Watch the Stars, All I Need, and A New Star in the Sky. My least favorite track is Le Voyage de Penelope. I'm gonna go with 96 out of 100. Make sure that you tell me your opinion on this album, and make sure you go check it out for yourself. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.